the highly sensitive man. Why male HSPs deny their own reality. Welcome to today's episode number 4 of the Understandable podcast. My name is Robert, I'm an HSP myself, and today I want to talk about a topic where I was kind of shocked, did not find anything on the internet about. So, we want to talk about the highly sensitive man. And let me ask you a couple things up front here. Have you ever heard sentences like, act a man for once? You're too sensitive for a man. Don't be so emotional, that's not masculine. If you have heard those sentences, phrases, or told them again and again in your own head, then congratulations, chances are high that you might be a highly sensitive male. Today we talk about why most male HSPs might constantly deny their own reality and why this creates a lot of suffering in their lives. So according to science, the highly sensitive trait is spread equally in genders, and that means that 50% of all HSPs must be male. Too bad, many of us men deeply learned that males should not be sensitive, that males should not be vulnerable, that males should not be empathetic. Society and education told us that the main role is to be dominant, is to be structured and rational, while compared to that, the feminine role seems to be more emotional. So all of us have solid ideas what is masculine and what is feminine, right? So now let me ask you one question. If 1 out of 5 men has a high sensory processing sensitivity and deeply feels that it's wrong to be sensitive or to have a more sensitive side, to be more vulnerable sometimes, to be empathetic with people, maybe even feels ashamed to feel this way from time to time, what will definitely happen to him? The answer is that there is no other way than that he has to suppress his trait, right? He will deny his reality and the highly sensitive part of his personality. Now, 2 things will probably happen here logically. So first, in the inside, the suppressing parts of his personality build up resistance. And resistance inside, maybe you also felt that before, creates suffering. There is pressure in your body. On the outside, he, the male individual, has to put a mask on and hide his true personality, and this way he becomes an unauthentic person. By the way, being an unauthentic person is, if you ask me, or if you ask some women, if you ask some other man, is definitely quite an unattractive thing because you are not truly you. You're hiding yourself. Being authentically sensitive, on the other hand, if that's truly you, is not. So definitely go out there if you feel that you need to show your sensitive side more. And also remember that you are not just sensitive, right? So if you're a man or a woman, you are not just sensitive. You also might be assertive. You might be communicative. You might be extrovert. You might be structured. You might be empathetic or calm or whatever. So being sensitive is just like a part of your personality, which is maybe suppressed, especially in male HSPs. So also, authentically living as a sensitive and empathetic man doesn't mean you're a nice guy, by the way. It's not the same. A nice guy, at least in my definition, might be someone who is more, let's say, a yes man, is someone who is not knowing what he wants and what his needs and boundaries are. So a nice guy is a people pleaser in a way because he is not aware or he's even afraid of his own needs. And HSPs are definitely not like that. In general, they sense really precisely what they want and need. And also HSPs have clear boundaries. But the challenge here let me emphasize that the challenge here for HSPs is more for both male and female to communicate their needs and boundaries in an accurate way. And this is what many people, especially men, are afraid of, right? So if you identify yourself as one of the highly sensitive kind, shed a light on your trait and become conscious about your true personality here. If you learn to live your high sensitivity, you will not just stop denying your own reality, you will also sense a strong feeling of relief because you will let go all of the resistance you build up, the pressure inside of denying this part of your personality, and this way become a more authentic person. So after hearing this all, could you identify yourself as a male HSP here? If so, definitely, if you watch this on YouTube, let me know down in the comments what challenges did you go through before. And if you don't want to miss any upcoming episodes on the topic, definitely subscribe to the podcast and see you in the next episode.